What's up, gamers? Welcome to a new episode of Last Cloudia. The saga continues for the Dr. Stone collaboration. So, today we're going to be doing some gotcha pulls. We're going to be taking a look at the new character and the new arc. And then on top of that, we're going to do a little bit of combat because they decided to throw some bosses at us. So, definitely looking forward to that. Before we continue, let's go ahead and do a little bit of housekeeping here because I just kind of want to let you know that for my favorite character, I was able to get a weapon specifically for him. I actually used 20 of my Therians to get the Brisk Blade Zestina, which is the 192 strength, plus 30 on the mind and defense, defeat an enemy and recover some SCT. So I went ahead and basically used it on the SSR arc and got the sword for him. So that's the second arc that's an SSR that I've actually gotten, 100% ether. So that's pretty cool. Now, and the Dream Team has now come into play. I haven't actually named it the Dream Team yet. I'm going to do so later on, but we'll go over that a little bit later when we do combat. All right, time for the gotcha pull. Well, not the gotcha pull. Let's talk about the character first, and then the arc, and then do the gotcha pull, just to see if we get him. So today we're going to be talking about, let's see, Tsukasa Shishio. So let's take a look. So looking at his ability, or actually looking at his summary, his strength is above 1,000, which is basically what you want your physical DPS to be. So that's good. 1,058, I'll take it. Defense as well, 992, pretty good. So he's going to be someone that's going to be sticking around for a while. Looking at abilities, his second, third skill, and his special are all dark related attacks. So that's going to be the attribute that is going to be focused on. Looking at his traits, strongest primate, magic damage from enemies minus 25%. Good start. When attacked with a skill, nullify the special effects from the skill, excluding science magic. So I'm assuming that if somebody uses, a skill that does damage plus something, whatever the plus would be would just not happen. You would just take the damage and that's it. Unless it's a science related spell, or I'm sorry, science related skill, then you just take it all. In one blow, the second trait, during physical attack criticals, a chance to reduce enemy defense by 100%, and a low chance to immediately kill enemies close to death. This excludes bosses and arena. Pretty cool, for the tower. I think that's probably where it's going to be really, really cool. And it's just a fun ability. I think it's decent. I wouldn't jump up and down for joy for the ability. It's just okay. It's going to be random, and I'm sure the chances will be low that it'll happen. But it'll be cool nonetheless. So let's take a look at his skills. So this is going to be where we're going to be impressed, is my assumption. So starting right off the bat, attack up 4 and attack up max. So that's pretty good. I'm assuming that the attack up 4 is going to be the standard for physical DPSs going forward as they get released, because I've been seeing this with a lot of them lately, at least with the attack up 4. Defense up max, which is decent. Crit up 3 with the aim vitals and advanced aim vitals package. It's pretty cool. And here's a unique one that I don't think anyone else has yet. So this will be the first one. Critical impact. When critical physical attacks happen, chance for additional damage. So this is basically like regular impact, but critical. I mean, and of course it stacks and all that stuff. And then the next one is crushing statues. Yeah, I think it's statues. Yeah, I can't read apparently. Physical attacks are effective against stones. Okay, so you got like a stone killer effect. It seems that's pretty cool. Like a king, nullifies strength reduction from enemies. Continuous brave effect. Now this is actually really, really good because you're getting the brave buff forever, and you can't be debuffed at all for your strength. So that strength will stay that high the entire time. Fantastic ability. Awaken, which I've seen this with another character recently. That's the one that recovers HP, and you increase your strength, defense, mind, and movement speed when close to death at one time. I think we've seen one other character with this particular skill as well. Of course, Ardor, You got explosive resistance. This is actually new one as well. Fire and light damage from enemies minus 20%. So that's pretty cool. Dark attack raise 2. Now this is another unique one, I believe. I don't think Lily has this. I think she just has one. I might be wrong. But dark attack damage plus 30% is really, really good. Now keep in mind that his skills, 3 of them, are all dark related. And of course, if you decide to give him a weapon with the dark attribute, that will also work as well for his normal physical attacks. And then continuing on, he's got quite a few. Threatening aura. The more distance, the less ranged physical attack damage you take. So basically, in order to really do anything to him, you gotta be in his face. So if we've built somebody with the whole, like, bow and arrow package, useless against this one. Bless speed, spear high boost, so definitely equipping a spear to this guy. We haven't talked about it, but when a spear is equipped, physical attacks plus 15%, physical damage taken minus 15%. Okay, I didn't know there was a physical damage taken reduction, so that's pretty cool. I never knew that part of it. Breaker, which we're all familiar with, some old skill. You got Hyoga's cover, increased break and damage of physical attacks against enemies and break plus 20%. So it's basically a break booster, and then damage gets increased when they're in break. So very nice. He's good against bosses, is what it boils down to. His last skill is Intimidation. Battle Start. Small chance of making an enemy faint, excluding bosses. So that's cool. I mean, basically, you get a quick stun, so to speak, is what it really is. It's actually pretty good, and it doesn't exclude arena, so that's actually something to consider if you want to build a team with someone that can do something interesting to help you get more wins. Intimidation could work. Don't know what the percentages are, but it seems like it has potential. So yeah, that's pretty much this guy in a nutshell. Overall, I think he's a decent character. He has a lot of unique abilities, which is basically going to be the standard going forward. So it's hard to tell if he's going to be like top tier or whatever the case may be. I think he's good. I'm probably not going to use him if I get him, but I still think he's decent at the very least. So there you have it. And let's go ahead and take a look at the arc. Alright, so this is the Spring of Sulfuric Acid, because I can't speak for some reason. So the arc attribute's kind of long. HP continually drops, but when physical attacking, lower elemental resistance and inflict damage. If resistance is at least 1. When attacked, recover SCT and 10% hit points. Strengthen sulfuric skill, with low chance for instant death effects excluding bosses at arena. Kind of a mouthful. Kind of an interesting ability because you're constantly losing HP, but you're going to be gaining it as you're doing damage. So it's kind of, you're going back and forth. It basically balances itself out. So it's interesting as far as that's concerned. Nothing really game changing. Now let's take a look at what we want to see, the skills. So you have super bad chemical drain and super bad chemical fatigue. So the drain one does strength and intelligence of an enemy minus 25%, and then the fatigue one is defense and mind of an enemy minus 25%. So basically some debuffs, a little bit of saboteur stuff going on. You got the cure all of science, so basically you cure basically all of the status effects, except that it's a science-based skill or magic spell. But yeah, just a cure all for science. Hydrogen sulfide, powerful ice attack in a wide area. Chance to grant illness. So I don't think there are any spells that actually grant illness, so that's actually definitely unique. It's definitely something you might want to give the scientist guy that does the spells, so that's pretty cool if you want to make him better. You got gas mask, which is an interesting timing to make this an ability, but anyway. Battlestar, activate a barrier that nullifies basic status elements once. And it's permanent. So, there you have it. And then Sulfurina, which is the big time 12 costing ability, more likely to be targeted by enemies. So basically you can put this on a tank. Continuously deal dark damage to enemies that are near. So when they get close to you, they're going to be taking some damage. And this is going to be the best ability if you're trying to really, like, taunt them. Because a lot of the other spells, abilities, equipments that do the taunt thing honestly don't work. I've been testing this for months and it just doesn't work. I've tried combinations of, a skill and an equipment, and it doesn't seem to really make that much of a difference. So hopefully this will be better for whichever team you want to give this to. It costs 12, so I have to believe that if it's going to cost that many skill points, that it's actually going to work a lot better, is my assumption. But we'll see. I don't know if I'm going to test it out or not. I mean, it depends if I get the arc, because if I get the arc, I'm going to try it. If I don't, I'm okay. This is an okay arc. Nothing really to get too excited about, in my opinion. Unless you want to, get some of the science spells. I mean, that's probably the coolest part about this arc. But other than that, I could do without. But oh yeah, we didn't talk about the actual item. So let's take a look. It's a silver tip spear. So this is a 185 strength spear, which is good. Defense plus 67, mind plus 43. Really good. Poison, illness, and stun resistance plus 1. So you're getting some protection there. So there you go. So it's a decent weapon. It's not a weapon that I would be going out of my way to get. Actually, let me check something. Is it dark related? No, it's not. Okay, I was going to say you could give it to the guy we just talked about, but nah, it doesn't have a dark attribute. But you can still give it to the new guy just because, he does the spear high boost, so it works out. But I'm sure there are other spears you could use as well if you have them. So yeah, this is basically what we're looking at. It's, again, not really something I care about. I don't know why I'm on that screen. Wow, what just happened there? The game's like, nah, bro. Let's see if I can get the non-paid gotcha. There we go. And see what we can get. It's time for the gotcha pool. Now, before I do this, just understand that this is a character and an arc I don't care to have. So I'm only doing this for the video. If it was for me, I would be getting the previous set where you can get the arc that has something a lot better, but I digress. Let's do this. Oh, I finally got that Archangel SSR arc, and that's one of the arcs that was around since near the beginning of the launch, and I never got it until just today, early this morning, on my daily gotcha. Oh, get an SSR. This seems to be happening every time I do a video now. Will it be new though? Nope, it will not. So basically, I just got a copy of the Sword of Corpses, which is pretty good too. But yeah, that's what it is. I'm not going to do a second gotcha pull of this. If it was an arc I cared for, I would, but I'm not. Actually going to, as a matter of fact, this is what I'm going to do. Since we're here, we're going to go ahead and do the gotcha pull for the arc I actually want. Now, the chance of getting it here is actually much lower. If you want to get the arc, you have to pull from Sinku. So we're going to do him and see if we can't get the actual arc I want. So let's go ahead and tap this and see if we can get lucky. Now this is where the arc I want is from that I don't have. So let's see if we can get lucky. And if not, I'll live. It's not an arc I absolutely have to have, but I really, really want it. Alright, here it goes. Okay. Nope, not getting it. No reds. Oh well. We tried, right? Oh, I got something max though. There you go. Got a purple eye. Alright, pretty cool. Don't know what it does. I'm not going to worry about that right now. Anything else? Alrighty then. Coolness. Well, we tried to get the actual arc I wanted, but nothing there. No big deal. All good. This is all about chance, and just kind of a public service announcement. You should never really expect to get an arc or a character you want from a banner. There are some times where you can be lucky enough to get it on your first multiple, and there are some people who will do 10 or 15 multiples and never get it. It's all a matter of chance, so there's no guarantee that you're going to get what you want. So, don't feel discouraged if you don't get certain things. And there are some people that think that, this the particular developer is bad about it. Honestly, this is something that happens on all gacha games, all mobile RPGs. Drop rates are just going to be low in general. That's just part of how this system is. So, you just got to get used to it. All right, so anyway, now that that's done, let's go ahead and get a little bit of action in here. Some action, tough acting and acting. That's right. So they added a couple of hard stuff here to do. We're going to do these three: the Colossus of the Earth, Dangers of the Sky, and the Forest Wild One. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use my Dream Team. Now my Dream Team obviously is not maxed or anything. They don't have all of their evolutions or whatnot, but you know what? They're a work in progress, and we're going to use them on auto battle and see if we can't get some wins. So we're going to start with, let's see. We use a 100 Lily for this fight, just for the fun of it. And this is my dream team. I did get Kohaku, so very, very happy about that. She was the one that I've been wanting to get since she dropped, one of my favorites. So I got my three favorites now, all on one team. I just gotta start getting them some abilities. And this is the arc I finally got, Archangel Smile. So there you go. And let's do this on auto. So I'm not gonna control it. I'm gonna see if my team. Well, I mean, I already know my team can beat it because I did it off screen like a while back, as you can tell. But I want to show you guys that it's possible, even when your team's not at max or whatever. It's boss time. Get ready. Alright, so our boss encounter here is going to be the plant monster that actually comes in the Pockle arc that you can get. It's usually like eating like Pockles or whatever. Yeah, Lily's gonna destroy this thing, I'm sure. She doesn't really use any elements that'll matter for this boss, but I kind of wanted to show off using her since I don't have her. She's doing some decent damage though. There's nothing special you need to do against this boss. You just gotta be aggressive. A spellcaster that can do some fire magic would be preferable, but I don't have many friends that have the fire mages. I think I actually do have one I could have actually used, but no big deal. I like this character, Lily, so if I can't have her, I'll have my friends use her for me. So this is where they get into the very unhappy boss mode. They start spamming some ridiculous abilities. I kind of wish my homeboy would do his special. Oh, never mind. Would have been nice. Kohaku with a final hit. So that's the boss number one. We got two more bosses to go. It's good to get a little bit of combat in, and I like it when they actually put like big bosses in these events. I think it's really, really cool. And it makes for good content as well. For, recording. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and quit because we're not going to do it again. At least not on screen. These are good areas to farm certain things as well. So you definitely want to fight these bosses over and over. Assuming that you can kill them. There is one boss that some people might have trouble with. Alright, so let's do this. So for the second boss, we're going to go ahead and use my fourth favorite character. Why not? At level 100 and make things happen. Because if my homeboy didn't get released, Randy would be my DPS. But, well, I guess Kohaku would have been my main, and then Randy would have been number 2. But now Randy's number 3 on my physical DPS list for personal favorites. Everybody has their preference. It's boss time. So this one's going to do a bunch of wind type stuff off and on. Recommend if you want to try to be at low level and beat this, you can get protection against curse would probably be recommended. So you can continue to spam your skills. No, he's not too bad. It's when you get him like at low health is when he starts spamming abilities, knocking you back a lot. The cool thing is a lot of these characters are super fast, so they're gonna reach them really quickly. Now, if you don't have the continuous like speed and all that, then yeah, it's gonna take you a while. So look at Kohaku already in his face. You don't care. Like I'm a ninja. I was born to be a Naruto. Not Dr. Stone. I'm supposed to be a Naruto. Actually, she has a skill that could put her right in front of the enemy for the most part. Something that Prim also has as well. Oh, got that healing. Uh-oh. There he goes. With the special. Oh, get in there. Now it's his turn to fight back. Oh, looks like they're Randy. My Randy's gonna die. Yep, well, my partner's Randy's gonna die. That's okay, he's almost dead. The 3 of us can finish him off. I don't have to rely on the 4th. The 4th is just backup. And if I do end up getting, like, annihilated almost, I'll use a summon to revive everyone. I'm just trying not to. I'm trying to be cool. I mean, it's almost dead. Oh, he's trying to go after the spellcaster. Oh, we got it. Like I said, this boss isn't too difficult. I would just recommend if you're low level trying to beat it. Curse resistance, some speed, like movement speed type stuff. That's what you want to make sure you can keep on the offensive. Apparently I didn't get the 30-hit combo the first time. I think I used a different setup last time, maybe. I'm not too sure. I thought I used the Dream Team last time, but maybe I didn't. Alright, so we're going to not continue here. We're going to do one more boss fight. Now, this is the one that I may or may not be able... I mean, I've done it once before, but I've only tried it once as well, and it was kind of close. I actually had to use a summon. I'll put it to you that way. So this is going to be a bit of a fight here. So I got to really be careful on who I pick. I'm thinking that she's going to be probably the best one. It's either going to be her, or actually, does anyone have a level 100 of the new guy? Because if they do, I'll use that instead. But I don't think anyone in my list does. Yeah, I don't think so. Which is okay. Any, like, level 90s, possibly? No, they got Zex, but... Okay, no worries. Alright, so, yeah, we're just going to go ahead and use the level 100 Kohaku that a friend of mine has here. Thank you for having that. Hopefully you've actually skilled her up and everything. Yeah, this is going to be a bit of a rough fight. Recommendation, Stone Slayer, for sure. Probably a healer in general. Not a whole lot else, really. Oh, and some, like, Yggdrasil for your summon, because it might wipe you out. It's boss time. Get ready. Yes. So this is the boss that you can actually fight in the tower as well. So I did say Stone Slayer was a must, but what I think is probably more important is being able to break them. Because that's how you can actually deal legit damage to them. Because as you can tell, I'm only dealing like double digit damage for the most part. You might see some triples if I'm lucky, but it's mostly doubles. Doubles and singles. So there's a few triple digit damage, but it's nothing to brag about. Now, if you're manually controlling this, you don't want them casting spells here, because it's not going to mean much. Once you get them in break, then that's when you want to spam specials and spells and all kinds of stuff, because then you'll be able to basically one-shot them. But since I'm doing auto, I'm not going to have that luxury. And I'm doing this just to make it more challenging, because it would actually be easier if I was controlling it. The only thing that I'm going to control here is the summon if need be. Uh-oh. Unfortunately, it's not going to do as much damage as I would like, but it's cool. I mean, we got him halfway gone. Had he just waited until the break gauge was full, he could actually knock him out. Yeah, Kohaku right now, she's good at breaking. She does she does done tons of damage. She stays alive, and there's the break. Do we have any specials coming up? This is the time if you got it. Oh, hey, we actually killed it without specials and stuff. All right, so I'm gonna give 100% credit to the level 100 Kohaku I borrowed, because when I did this the first time, I almost got party wiped and had to use a summon. So this is basically the potential of a level 100 Kohaku. And I'm looking forward to having that. Hey, I got the Nobody Dies reward this time too. Very nice. Very, very nice. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be it for the video. So you got to see some, a little bit of boss battles. You got to see a little bit of gacha pulls. You got to get a preview of the new character and arc. And of course, as per the usual, once they release another character and arc, I'll be back again to make another video. And of course, keep in mind that you get rewards based off of fighting these bosses, so you'll know what your rewards are going to be, like how many you defeated. You'll get different rewards, just like you would a normal event. So you get X amount of points, you get these items you can collect all the way down, and then also don't forget the trading space to get whatever you need there. But there you go, that's going to be it. Again, this is a fun event. One thing I've been talking about with Last Cloudia is how good they are with their collaborations. I'm really, really happy with this event. Especially that now that we actually have an event where you don't even need event orbs, you can just go to the science user from Another World campaign and just keep playing and playing and playing to your heart's content. Don't forget to mix and match all the sulfur drugs and all the other stuff too. And of course, get all the items you want from that as well. There's so much content right now. It's just a fantastic time to be playing this game, and I couldn't be happier. So there you have it. Thank you, developer, for making such a fun game to play. And thank you guys for watching. Until next time, keep gaming and take care, y'all. Later.